Welcome to High Floor Fantasy. I'm Chad, and I've got 4 players to watch for Week 6. Okay, let's get right into it. What I did for this video, I looked at the top 10 players among all the skill positions coming out of Week 5, and I looked at my PDFs. I sort by floor rating and I sort by standard deviation as well. So out of the top 10s, I was looking for guys that were green in both categories. It's color coded. Green is good, and it goes yellow, then orange, then red is the worst. So top 10s, I wanted to find green floor rating, green standard deviation. That's how it works. First off, quarterback Matt Stafford. He came in at number 8 overall in floor rating and number 11 overall in standard deviation. You can see both of those are green. As far as his situation goes, I mean, he's doing great. I'm happy for him. I'm not just happy because I have him on some fantasy teams. I'm happy for the man who now, after years of just toiling away in a bad situation, now he's in a position where he can really do something with his talent. Robert Woods has come back to life. Cooper Kupp's been on fire pretty much all year. As long as everybody can stay healthy, man, Stafford is probably in line for a banner season, a career season. As far as the other numbers go, he comes in number 8 average points per game. He comes in at number 8 in 3-week average. He comes in at number 8 in total points. He comes in at number 4 with a floor of over 20 points, and he comes in at number 9 for a ceiling of over 33 points. Okay, moving on to running back. DeAndre Swift, he comes in at number 6 overall among running backs, floor rating. He comes in at number 46 in consistency, in standard deviation. You can see I said I wanted to find green in both categories. There wasn't a single running back in the top 10 that was green in both. So this was the best I could do. There were a couple of guys that were ahead of him, but they'd already played. Or no, that's a little bit later. But anyway, this was one of the best I could find out of the top 10. Situationally, he's got a groin injury. He's 22 years old. Excuse me. He's got plenty of good years left in that groin. I remember when I was 22, I had plenty of good years in the groin. Moving down the chart here, he comes in number 8 overall in average points per game among running backs. He comes in number 10, 3-week average, number 7 total points year to date, number 8 in floor with a floor of not quite 9 fantasy points, not quite 9, and then he comes in number 17 with a ceiling of over 24 fantasy points. So now those numbers for him are all green. The only thing yellow was that standard deviation. So green's all the way across the board. Great player. He's still going to do great. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, comes in at number 7 overall among wide receivers, floor rating. He comes in at number 18 standard deviation. Now both of those are green. He's the clear number 1. He's emerged. The problem that he has is Thielen is the red zone guy, right? You're going to get poached. It's such a bad feeling watching somebody march it down the field and then, you get to the goal line and toss it to Thielen. Plus, he's going up against Carolina this week. Carolina's defense has been a little bit stingy with wide receivers, not allowing too many fantasy points. But everybody's cleared from injury, so keep your eye on Jefferson. He's set up. If he can deal with a tough defense, he's going to be fine. All right, finally, tight ends, Noah Fant from Denver. He comes in at number 9 overall among tight ends after Week 5 in the floor rating category. He comes in at number 17 standard deviation. Both of them, however, are green. He had a bad game in Week 5. The good news for him, though, is that Judy is still out, and Fant is one of the top targets. The Raiders' offense is fairly soft. And I think Fant is a bounce-back candidate. Fant is a good guy. He's in the top 10, obviously, and he is one of the guys, like, if you didn't get Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, Mark Andrews, T.J. Hawkinson, I was heavy on Hot for most of the preseason. And I got him in a few leagues. I got Andrews and Waller too. But Fant is a guy that could be had for a song. I mean, late rounds. I did get Fant in one league. I mean, very late. I think it might have been after round 10. You know, nobody knew anything about him, and I didn't know he was going to be, you know, at number 9, a top 10 tight end after week 5. But in the other categories, he finished at number 12 average points per game, number 19 3-week average, number 11 in total points year to date, number 13 in floor. Now look at how bad the floors are for the tight ends. He finished number 13 in floor with not even 4 fantasy points for his floor. And his ceiling, he finished at number 18 among tight ends. His ceiling is over 16 points. So that's going to wrap this one up. Hang around for a few more seconds and you can click through to some of my other videos. I appreciate you watching.